guys, it's your boy Hype bringing you another weekly Nightfall strike on the Animal Instincts gaming channel. And this is Devil's Lair strike, old Russia, Mother Russia on Earth. And what do we got this time around? As usual, we got epic, highly shielded and highly aggressive enemies appear in great numbers. Moving on, we got Nightfall. You die, you're done. If all players die, your fire team is returned to orbit. This week's damage of choice, we actually have one, Arc Burn. Arc damage from any source is greatly increased. Light Switch. Don't get knifed, bitch. Minions of the Darkness deal much more melee damage. And last but not least, Angry. Minions of the Darkness won't flinch even after massive damage. So this is going to be the class setup and the character. We're going in with the level 32 Hunter. Yep, that's right. We reached level 32. I'm going in with the Fatebringer, the Epitaph, and I would go in with the Patience of Time, but it's not upgraded enough, so I barely get any ammo with it. So that's why I'm not going in with that. And we're going to go in with the Thunderlord as a heavy. So here we go. Let's get this thing rolling and see how it goes. And, you know, as usual, we've been doing a little new feature to this thing where random comment from last week's video will bring in, and this one is from F. Frank. All I got was shards, Bungie! And I know, man, I feel your pain on these Nightfalls with these rewards, and that's why, Bungie, we want a reward reroll! Alright, so right here, right in the beginning, you're just going to hop on your Sparrow, fly through all that stuff until you hit the darkness, and then hop in here. And I'm a hunter, I could have passed through this, but I wanted to see, you know, what my damage was going to be like, kind of what I was getting myself into here. So just felt this room out. What are you doing there, Thral? Sit down. You got a knife stuck in your head. Alright, so after you clear that room out, you're going to want to make your way up to these steps, and I always take out these snipers first because they deal a high amount of damage, and if you're focused on something else and they hit you, that could be a game over already. So after you take those snipers out, you just want to take out the enemies that are closer to you, and I usually start with the wizard first, because the wizard can hit you easier than any other thing can, because she's kind of hovering up over the air there and can get you better. After you clear out all the hive, then I make my way for the fallen back there, take out the drag, then the captain. Bada boom. Now we're going to move on. We're going to deploy our ghost, and then after that you're going to want to head to the left right here by this cave. And this is it. This is where you're going to be for all three waves, and play it out. Play it smart, because I'm a 32 and I was getting dealt some serious damage. There's quite a few times I almost hit that panic button, but right there, main thing you're going to want to take out in the beginning of these waves are the snipers. Like I said just a little bit ago, they deal a high amount of damage, and if you're shooting at something else and you got a couple shots in you, then that's it. So I like to take those snipers out, and most of the drag, because the drag, they'll be launching grenades and you got to watch out for them. They deal some serious damage. And then pretty much I like to get it down to where it's just me and the captain, or captains. As you've seen, there was another one still back there, but I landed a couple shots into him, managed to get his health down pretty good. And the captains, they have them damn weapons with the magnet, magnet ammo that follows you around and causes some serious pain. So just be aware of that. Don't, make sure you have cover. Don't be out there trying to go heads up with these captains, because you're most likely going to lose. You die pretty quick, man. You really do. And you'll see I like to use that train cart to the left as coverage, and also this little crate or box, whatever the hell that thing is right there in front of me. I'll use that as like a little spot to hide behind, to stay away from those damn magnet freaking shells. Alright, so after you clear everything out, I think I got a couple more drag coming in, but this is getting close to the end of the first wave. There's that captain that I hit earlier across the map. You seen he was already halfway knocked down, and he's no problem. Boom, he's done. Got a couple more, drag on the right side of the map, take them out, and then just like clockwork, every time the skanks come out to play. And they do have a solar shield, so, you know, if you wanted to use, maybe once you're down to the final drag, switch to your Vision of Confluence, or whatever, any kind of thing that does solar damage just to knock their shields down. I'm a hunter, so I have my golden gun, and I like to toss a nade in there, because that's right where a bunch of them spawn out at. Try and knock their shields down a little bit, and there's the skanks just like clockwork. Take them out. Got some more on the other side, and even with their solar shields, they only take 2 shots from a sniper rifle, so they're not that difficult to take out. Just keep your distance, because the skanks come in packs, man, and if they're all hitting you at once, it's only a matter of time before you go down, man. And that's it. That's pretty much how you're going to play out this whole area right here. So after I take out these last couple of skanks, we're going to speed up these next 2 waves until we get to the next step for the nightfall. So hopefully this video will help these guys out, man. Especially a lot of people, if you're new to the game. I know a lot of people got the game around Christmas time and stuff like that. Maybe your characters might need to be built up to par in order to do this solo, because if I was, you know, anything under a 30, would have been able to do it, but it's just going to take you a lot more time, and you're going to have to be a lot more cautious. So everything that I'm doing here too, obviously if I'm doing it solo, you can play it the same approach with a team, and it's just a matter of there's 3 is you can get a little bit more aggressive, keep one guy in the back, and another guy can come out and, you know, revive if you do go down. So that's it. This is the second wave. Same thing, using that same spot, taking out the trying to take out most of the other enemies until it's just the captain and I. Look at that drag, tossed a nade at me, and that probably would have killed me right there. Now always at the end of the second and the third wave, there's an invisible sniper there to the left, so be aware of him. And here come the wizards. They come out on the third wave, hit them with the golden gun, and right here there's like a little war between the fallen and the hive. So if you wanted to, you could actually sit there and let them battle it out for a little bit, and they're going to take out some of the enemies themselves. They're going to kill each other, but to try and keep things moving and speed things up, I'm right out there in the mix of it. And look at the way that guy's just hunched over on the rail right there. I thought that was pretty cool. No head, headless. So here we go. Watch out for the Thrall. They were trying to sneak out on the right side of that door. They were just sitting in there waiting until I got close enough. So that's why I launched a nade there, so I could hear that go off and know when they were coming. So basically it's the same thing. You want to take care of majority of the enemies until it's just you and the captains. It's going to make things a lot easier. And there's the sniper to the left. Take him out, and you'll see there's still a couple of drag that are down here kind of hiding out, waiting for me to come to them, and I'm waiting to see, you know, waiting for the skanks to come. Let's go. Party's about to begin. Take out the last drag, throw a nade in there. Here come the skanks. Bring out the golden gun. Hop up here. At the end of this, there was I think like 2 of them that were still left alive, but the other enemies started spawning in, so I just left them over there. But just don't forget about them. You know what I mean? It's no big deal. And then especially here, you definitely want to play back, because a lot of those invisible samurais, they come in, and like I said in the beginning, its light switch is active, so don't get knifed, bitch. If you get hit by those samurais, that's more than likely a wrap for you. That's a game over. So just stay back, and all you got to do is the main guy that comes out there, I forget what the hell his name is, but when he comes out, you kill him, then that wave's complete. You run out, grab a little bit of ammo, and keep it moving. Now this spot is pretty easy to clear out. I think you got a total of like 6 enemies. You got Vandal and a drag over to the right, Captain up in the middle, and 2 more Vandal. And I just bring out the Thunderlord and just mow right through them all. Now right here we're coming up to the Walker tank. Now there's 1,000,001 ways to approach this thing, and this is just the way I do it and always have done it since day one. Come down here and I'll just shoot that captain in the middle, and mainly I just want to get this sniper right here to pop out. Take out that sniper, and then I'll move to the left side of this hill. Now there's a few enemies over here to the left that I like to take out because of that reason right there. When you're sitting there focused in on the tank, they'll be shooting you from the side, they'll be throwing nades at you, and it just makes things a little more complicated than they have to be. So clear out those few enemies over there to the left. There are a few snipers long ways up there. That guy that's looking at me right now, what the hell you looking at? Took him out. And now it's pretty much, you know, there will be a couple nades coming here and there, but mainly it's just me and the tank. And you're just going to use this little hill as a little head glitch. There's still a sniper hitting me, but he ain't getting me enough to where I'm really worried about him yet. He does hit me, I think, 1 or 2 more times, and then that's when I have enough of him. But you can see right there, after just taking out one leg, you know, the tank's almost about half health. And I didn't have, like a knucklehead, I didn't have any special synthesis, so I had to use up some of my primary ammo and wait for a fill, and it kind of just made this process right here, taking the tank out, a little bit longer than it had to be. So, you know, it's a nightfall. That's my bad. That's my stupidity, being overconfident, knowing I'll make it through here. But go in prepared, man. Make sure you go in with a couple heavy and a couple special synthesis at least. So that's all I'm doing right now, is just shooting them up a bunch of times with my Fate Bringer there. And I love that hand cannon, by the way, man. It is a beast. Right there I was checking to make sure. I knew I didn't have a synthesis, but I was just double checking. And I'm just trying to use up the ammo with the Fate Bringer. And also, to those of you who are new, maybe you don't know about the tank, and the tank is pretty easy. His weaknesses are his legs. Now, you see kind of like these lit up things on his kneecaps. You don't have to hit him there. Anywhere on his leg is going to be, you know, his weak spot. So just focus on his legs, and then when he pops out and you see his brains, you shoot him in his brains a couple times and deal some more damage. So that's just a little tidbit. I know some people, they think, you know, because you see that big glowing thing there on his knee, that's his weak spot. No, it's the entire leg. So you're going to take out one leg at a time, and usually by the time you have, I could have, if I would have had a synthesis, probably had him down in 3 legs, but I got to take out 4 legs. And see right there, I'm shooting underneath, shooting the leg, taking them down. And that's it. I remember the first time playing this game and seeing that tank and kind of being like, wow, how am I supposed to kill that damn thing? You know, shooting rockets at me with blast radius ridiculous on it. Like, it was crazy, you know. And then after a while, you know what to do, and you know how to do it, and it ain't a problem no more. So right here, I switch to my invisibility just so I don't have to take out all the stuff. If you're not a hunter, take out most of the stuff. You won't have to kill it all. And this actually almost cost me the game right here, because usually right there I'll have my knife, and I could have knifed one of them and went invisible again, but I didn't. I come back way before I wanted to, and you can see right there, I dropped down in the red, a couple more shots, I would have been done. So now we're at the final boss, which is Sepix Prime, and Sepix Prime gets dealt with right here, man. Between the sniper and the Fate Bringer, done some serious damage to him. So right here, you got to come out and you got to take out all the falling before Sepix Prime will get done charging or whatever it is. And I just wanted to show you, this room right here is a safe spot. Enemies will not come in this room. They will not come up those steps. So if you're in a jam come back to this room, heal up, shoot everything from there, and then make your way back out when you're ready to. Alright, so right there, everything's cleared out, and this is how I like to fight Prime. And that's from underneath and kind of in the middle and stay towards the back. That way, a lot of the other enemies, the skanks, the drag, all that, the fallen, they can't hit you. It's basically just you and Mr. Prime there. And you're going to see who wins that battle. Especially with this sniper. And like I said, man, if my patience of time was fully upgraded, I definitely would have been using that. And I don't know what the damage, you know, that thing would have dealt. But probably would have been a lot better than this, because this thing's maxed out at 300. And, you know, the new exotics, once they're upgraded, or if you get them now, they're 331. So probably would have been pretty significant. But anyways, I mean, it really didn't matter, because this was the easiest part of the Nightfall, other than, you know, the very beginning when you hop on your Sparrow and you're just cruising, you know. It was pretty easy. Didn't even come close to dying. Normally, if you're there fighting them for a little bit, a ship will drop a bunch of enemies down in the middle. It didn't even get a chance to get to that point, which is just nuts. So here we go, right there. I throw him a little knife, letting them know you're done. You're going down, and it almost cost me. But anyways, there we go. Sepix Prime is done. That's the Nightfall done. Stick around, see the rewards I get. And also, right there, I blurred it out. I ain't want to ruin it. But I do get a Vanguard packet, which I will go take you back to the tower with me, so you can see what I got there if you want to stick around. If you want to get out there and get this Nightfall done, I understand that too. But let's see what we got right here. All right. I'm going to say this, not another Nick. That's what that should be called, because I've already gotten this. It's a scout rifle, which scout rifles are pretty good and useful in the game, but it doesn't have no burn, you know, no burn damage. So right here we go with the Vanguard, and all right, I level up my Vanguard with my Hunter, and I get gauntlets for a Titan and a whole bunch of nothing. But anyways, that about wraps it up for this, guys. As always, thanks very much for watching. And for a chance to be featured in next week's Nightfall, leave a comment down below. And if you like this video or find it helpful in any kind of way, please leave a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. And if you haven't, be sure to subscribe to Animal Instincts Gaming. Got plenty of content coming your way. Animals, it's your boy Hype. We out.